Kayla Cardio, and this is Maskcara Beauty. Maskcara, M-A-S-K-C-A-R-A, is a newish beauty line, and kind of what sets it apart, and you'll see as we go, is the fact that you put colors only in certain places. So everything is cream based, and instead of putting one color all over your face, you put darker colors in some places, lighter colors in some places, your typical, what you would think of as your normal color, everywhere else. And so it's all ends up being in one layer. Because look at my face, I just started putting makeup on, but it's different colors, right? It's not all one color. There's lighter areas, there's darker areas. See the dark right here, dark right here. So all you're gonna do is put those colors in those areas to kind of bump up the contrast on your face and to kind of color correct if you need that. So it is a cream-based foundation. It has some beeswax in the base if ingredients are important to you. This is much cleaner than your traditional foundation. If you look at the ingredient list on MAC or that's something like that, ingredient list is this long. Ours is this long. On the environmental working group scale, it's a 1.5. All our colors are gluten-free, paraben-free, cruelty-free. Most of them are dye-free. All our highlights and contours are dye-free, even several of our eyeshadows. I don't even know how that's possible. But gluten-free, paraben-free, cruelty-free, made in America, that's important to me as well, so that we can support those kind of, businesses that started here and keep their work over here, so that's nice. And the CEO is an amazing person. Her name is Kara. She has a big foster care initiative. Her name is Kara, C-A-R-A. That's why we're Maskcara. It's a little confusing because we don't actually sell mascara. Everything that we sell, it pops into these compacts, and mascara, this kind of mascara doesn't actually pop into a compact very well. So if you see, I just took out, everything is sold in these little tins, and everything is a la carte. We occasionally have some bundles, but pretty much your palette is magnetic, so see, nothing's gonna fall out, and it's custom to you. So you buy only the colors you want and you pop them in just like that. Most people, this is the biggest compact because I love it and I'm obsessed. So I keep my eyeshadows over here, which are twice the size of most normal eyeshadows in a palette. They have more in them, they're super pigmented, and they're cheaper than your MACs, your Cliniques, blah, 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 if you're buying an individual color. That way you're only paying, when you buy a palette, then you're buying a lot of colors that you don't actually use. You end up using 3 or 4. So instead you can get bigger amounts of the colors you'll actually use and just custom create your own palette. So that's pretty much the thing about mascara, is that it's custom and it simplifies your routine. So this is my entire makeup routine, is my brushes and this, and a tube of mascara. So I have my eyeliner in here, some contour colors, some brightener, some highlight, and I have extra, right? Because this is kind of my thing. Everything has multiple purposes. So my contour color, I also use as lip liner, and in my brows. My lip colors are also my cheek colors, so we use those for both, and you can use them as eyeshadow as well. Then we have and a lot of people use eyeshadows obviously as brow colors as well, and I use my eyeshadow colors on my lips. So everything has more than one purpose. I even have perfume and illuminator that can pop into here. I just have it out right now because I was using it the other day for someone else. But yeah. Better ingredients, oh yeah, and the price factor. That's probably the big plus. Everything is $14. All these full-size big tins, the eyeshadows are not $14, but they're cheaper than that. But they are $14, and so you can start with a compact that just holds 4, or go all the way up to this size. You don't have to fill this up, you would have some room in it. When you fill up a compact, it's free. So let's say you wanted to start the basic, make sure you like the foundation. I should keep doing my makeup so you can see what I'm talking about. But you can start with a compact that just holds 4, so it'll have the little mirror on one side and hold 4 colors. Those 4 colors would be your contour color. That's what I'm doing right now. So we're gonna darken our cheekbones. And then your all over color, so what you would think of as your typical foundation. Now, don't be confused by the lingo. We don't call it foundation because foundation would mean the bottom layer, right? And we don't layer with this makeup. That's why it ends up looking so much more natural. And that cream base. If you have wrinkles or fine lines, cream makeup is awesome. This is not a makeup just for young people. It's actually better for mature skin than powders and whatnot, because powders are going to set in those fine lines, right? And it's going to draw attention to those wrinkles, and you don't want that. It's going to give a really nice, youthful, just glow because of that dewy, like, beeswax look. You can finish with, you can make it a more matte finish if you prefer that. But anyway, so you'd get your highlight, so we don't call them foundation, we call them highlights. I'm all over the place, y'all. And our highlights You usually get two colors, one that looks like your skin, so this would be mine, see how it looks the most like my skin, and then one that's brighter than your skin, and that'll work on be your concealer, your brightener. So right now it's doing the contour, so you can kind of see where that goes. Then the other two colors you would get, so you get your all over color, your brightener color, your contour color, which is this dark one, and then a lip and cheek color. I actually use my lip and cheek color, which is Frenchy right now, on my under eye circles as well, to kind of color correct that dark before I put my concealer brightener color on. The reason I use an orange is because I have blue undertones in my circle. So thanks for asking about the makeup. If you want to continue watching the process, you can, just so you can kind of see how it goes on and what it ends up looking like. But I will shut up so you can see how fast that is. Now today I was explaining about the makeup, but if you want to see, I have another video where I just shut up and do it for you, so you can see that I can do my whole face, highlight and contour, in 6 minutes. Some people can do it faster than me. We had a girl the other day do it in 2 minutes, so I'm not that talented. And my makeup, I enjoy putting it on. This is my only me time I have in the day. I have 3 little boys. They are 1, 3, and 5, and I have a full-time teaching job, so this is my only me time. So I enjoy putting my makeup on, and I don't want to rush it. I'm like a middle school girl now since I started this. It's funny, if you know me, I am not girly. I'm not into fashion. Clearly I don't know how to do hair. I was never into makeup. I didn't know what contouring was. So don't think that this is above your pay grade if you're a level 1 girl like I was when I started, because it's super, super easy. There's even ways you can do it without a brush. I mean, this is really, really simple makeup. So anyway, I'll finish this up so you can kind of see the process of the dark and the light and where we put those. So we'll darken down the sides of our nose. The closer together you draw those lines, the more narrow your nose is going to look. And then we'll make it look like just this little strip of our nose. And you actually want to see those lines from the front, just not from the side. I keep the focus on, so anything we want focus on, that's where we're going to brighten up. Okay, I don't remember if I put my all over color there or not. All right. So we're drawing attention to things by brightening them and either bumping up the contrast or trying not to draw attention to things that we're darkening. So, for example, on our cheekbones, we're bumping up the contrast. So you're like, you look crazy right now. You're not convincing me to get this makeup. You're a bad salesman. I am a bad salesman because I tell people all the time, like, you don't need that. You can get this cheaper. You know, so, but just because I'm too honest, I'm a teacher. I have a second job because I'm broke. I get it. So I will never try to get someone out of money. Like, I usually try to tell them, okay, let's get this because this is, you know, this way you don't have to buy as many things. Just because that's how it works. But don't worry, you'll get obsessed. All right, so I'm going to take that lip and cheek color. It actually is the same consistency as the foundation, which is not foundation. It's highlight. Okay, so I'm going to put that at the front, and I'll blend that back into the contour line, and that will make it look less like a big line on my face. Now, I am blush happy. I like blush, so you don't have to do it as heavy as I do. But especially when I'm wearing this color today, I don't want to be washed out. So that's when it'll start to come together and not look like I had a big dark line on my face. That'll just end up being a shadow underneath my makeup. And it's really forgiving. So let's see, I got a little too close in here. So I'll just take my all over color. The cream is really easy to fix. And I'll just like, hey, back off blush, you're a little too close. Just go right over that. Same thing if I got it too low over here. And we'll just clean up that contour line again. So at the end, you'll want to blend. You can blend with a sponge. You've seen those little sponges that look like eggs. Or you can blend with a blush, whatever you want. Okay. Obviously, I need to finish my look with some eyes. But remember, this lip color, or the cheek color, is also lip color. So that can give me a little color there. So that's mascara makeup. It's cheap. It's customizable. It simplifies your routine. And the ingredients are much better than conventional makeup. Thanks for watching.